Hello, guys, welcome back. This is Transport Fever 2, episode number 3, and we are currently on a train from Frankfurt Oder to Oldenburg. This train carries wooden planks from our wood factory sawmill at Frankfurt Oder to Oldenburg, where it actually converts into tools and then it brings up the tools to the various cities around Oldenburg. So, Emden now demands food, that's great. But in the meantime, we have actually grown our cities to a nice size. Bremen is now at 554 residents, Bremerhaven at 431, Oldenburg at 515, Emden at 405, 389 at Meppen, Hanover at 412, and Munster at 425, so it's pretty nice. So, yeah, unfortunately our PAX line isn't doing so well. We have 4 packs at Rotterdam, 3 packs at Zoll. Yeah, but I have a plan to fix that today. So what I'm going to do is to add bus lines around the city. So what I tried at Rotterdam is just to add one bus line from the main city center to the Rotterdam train station, and it worked a bit. It got some passengers. So I was thinking if we can add more bus lines, or rather more bus stations, and carry the passengers with a bus to the train station, I think it would actually increase our passengership or our ridership for the train. So what I'm going to do is to start with Rotterdam, build some rural bus stops over here, maybe one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, especially at the residential. Yeah, and connect all of these with a bus line. So there's the Rotterdam bus line 1 that I just did. So I'm going to add station from North Street. I'm going to go to Park Road, to New Road, Richmond Road. And we're basically going to go around, go to the train station at Alexander Road, and then at the last station at School Lane. So this is Rotterdam bus line. It currently probably only has one bus. I remember only adding one bus. Let me see. I believe it's this one. So I'm going to clone it 2 times and get 3 buses. So now Rotterdam has public transport, as you can see, 58, which is pretty good. And it's getting ridership. There we go. So let's do the same for Zwolle. Let's add bus stops. 1 at the train station. 1 maybe here, 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 here. I'm just spamming bus stops really, without too much planning. And maybe 1 here. Okay, and then let's create a bus line. So from here, we go up to here. Here, here, here. Let's actually go to here. Okay, so this 12 stop bus line, we're gonna call Zoll bus line 1. And I'm going to put a road depot right at the station. And I'm gonna buy some buses. 3 buses. There we go. Oh wait, I need to assign it to the line. Let me just check that I cloned it, so it's pretty fine. Okay, then let's see. Mappen. We're going to need bus stations. So 1 at The train station that I realized doesn't have a road connection, so it probably isn't getting passengers. That is pretty smart by me, not gonna lie. So let me just add a connection. Okay. One bus stop. Now let's just add a bunch of bus stops. Okay. Bus stop there. Okay. So now Mappen is full of bus stops. Let's add the Mappen line. Let's start from the top over here. Go down to here. Go up to here. And then drive back to York Road. I'm going to connect these two roads so that it drives back pretty nicely. I'll wait for the autosave to autosave. There we go, the road is connected. So now I have the Mappen bus line 1. And I'm going to do the same thing. Get a road depot. I'll probably put it here. So a road depot here, and then 3 buses for the Mappen bus line 1. So let's see how the bus lines are doing. The bus lines are doing great. And now we're getting passengers at the train station, which is great. So yeah, we're getting passengers. Let's do Oldenburg next. So again, we want the bus station. The condition of our vehicles are bad, that's fine. Place the bus stop down. Just place a bunch of bus stops without a care in the world. And then one here at the train station. Okay, there we go. New line, start from here. Go down here. Go to the train station. Go up here. And go back to New Street. So this is going to be called the Oldenburg bus line 1. And again, I am going to buy 3 of the buses and assign them to Oldenburg bus line 1. Oops, I used a cargo stop by accident. Let's remove that. Which one? Manor Road. There we go. So, now Oldenburg is connected with buses. Let's do Bremen next. So, Bremen, our bigger city. Let's add the bus stops along this road, especially along this road, up to here, along this road, along this road, and at the train station, and maybe one here as well. Okay. So new line starting from Church Street. We'll go up to here. We'll go to the train station. Up to there. There we go. So this is called the Bremen Bus Line 1. And then I need a road depot. We'll place that there. Buy 3 buses. And place it for Bremen Bus Line 1. Currently, Oldenburg is not getting the love it needs for the train, but Zoll is, and Rotterdam definitely is. That's pretty good. Let's see. So now we have Rotterdam, Zoll, Meppen, Oldenburg, Bremen. The last one is Magdeburg. So let's do that for Magdeburg. It has 254 residents. Let's add the bus stops. Let me add the road depot first. Let's put it here. And then bus stops. Let's just put a bunch. Let's put a bunch here on the main road. Down this curve in the middle. And one out here. And we definitely need one at the train station. So, new line, start from down here. Go out here. Go up here to the train station. Up to here. And down to there. There we go. This is going to be called the Magdeburg Bus Line 1. And Magdeburg Road Depot. Create. Ooh, that's a bit too much. 3 buses. There we go. And Bremen is getting the love for the passenger train, which is great. So is Oldenburg now. And Meppen, wow, Meppen is getting really a lot of love for the train. So is Rotterdam. Where is the train actually? It's carrying 21 passengers on the way to Oldenburg. So let's ride the train for a while. Enjoy the view. As it travels to Oldenburg, I can sound the horn. That's a very nice horn. And we have reached Oldenburg, where a bunch of passengers are waiting. And got on a few passengers. It's now heading for Bremen. So let's see, as the train travels, it's speeding up. Oh, what just happened? The station is overloaded. Oh dear. Which station is overloaded? Probably... Is it Oldenburg? No, is it Bremen? No, which station is overloaded? Is it Meppen? That's interesting. Doesn't tell me which station is overloaded. Train 1 is on its way back from Magdeburg. It's carrying fuel to Oldenburg South. Oh, I just spotted a bit of stray track. Let's delete that. as it passes through Bremen over the bridge. So yeah, Oldenburg South has a lot of traffic, as you can see. A lot of trucks. And yeah, I think it's going pretty well. I think the next thing that we want to do after the passengers is to work on the goods, because as you can see, Meppen has 638, Oldenburg 691, Bremen 730 people, which is pretty good. But what we want to do is to supply goods to Meppen, supply goods to Munster, supply goods to Bielefeld, and supply goods to Hanover. But before that, I just realized that some of the other cities have gotten extra goods or demand for food. So I'm going to fix that, or rather I'm going to give them food. So we have Oldenburg and Bremen with food, but so does Bremerhaven now and Emden. So I am going to add a new line. So we're going to start from here, Oldenburg South to Emden. We'll call this the Emden Food Line. And from Oldenburg South to Bremerhaven, we'll call this the food line. And one thing that I want to note is to only pick up food. For this, I'm going to have to change a lot of this now. So Bremerhaven only pick up food, this one only pick up oil, Emden only pick up food, Emden only pick up oil, Hanover only pick up oil, Meppen only pick up fuel, not oil. It should be picking up fuel. I realized I named that the oil line, but it should be the fuel line. Huh. Yeah. So let me actually go ahead and change the name of the lines. So this should be Bremen Fuel Line. Oops. This should be Bremerhaven Fuel Line, Emden Fuel Line, Hanover Fuel Line. Let me just check that this is all. So there should be fuel, there should be fuel, there we go. Meppen Fuel Line. Picking up fuel, Munster Fuel Line. Picking up only fuel. Oops, I didn't click it. Meppen Tools line should only pick up tools. And Oldenburg Food line should only pick up food. Oldenburg Tools line should only pick up tools. There we go. So now that is correct. So we have Emden Food Line and Bremerhaven Food Line. We need buses for that. Let me assign this by a few more cargo. We have new cargo trucks that are better than the old ones. So, but they are slower. But I'm going to buy 6 of them. For the Bremerhaven food line and the Emden food line. There we go. Now we have more trucks. So I'm a bit worried about the traffic situation over here. There's a lot of trucks. Actually, for the food lines, I'm going to configure so that they are at platform 5. Emden food line, platform 5. There we go. So the cities are growing. Bremen's at 844 residents, which is pretty good. The supply could be better. But Oldenburg's at 831, 849, 494, 479. Meppen's at 711, that's pretty good. Yeah, so basically the cities along the passenger lines are doing pretty well. Let's see about Magdeburg. It's 453 now, which is pretty good. Thirty-one passengers on this bus line. How many alight? Wow, many alight and are going into the train station. 95 passengers at the train station. That's pretty good. Let's see where the train is. That is train 2, carrying food. How about the passenger train, train number 4? Wow, it's carrying 176. It's full packs from Zoll. Now heading to Meppen, which is pretty nice. It's traveling at 100 kilometers per hour. There is the city of Meppen. And there's a lot of passengers waiting. So passengers are getting off, passengers are getting on, and it's full packs. Wow, this is pretty good. We have $428 million in our bank account, and the cities are growing exponentially, which is great. So now we have to worry about goods. Let's see here. You want to carry goods to Oldenburg South, then I think I'm going to bus them to Oldenburg, to Munster, to Bielefeld, and to Hanover, and I can actually take the train to Meppen, to Zoll, and to Rotterdam, which will be pretty nice. So what I thought for the goods actually is to use the existing oil supply that we have, as well as the plank supply that we have over here, to bus it all the way, or rather train it all the way down south, because we have near Strasbourg a oil refinery, chemical plant, to turn it into plastic, and then we have the planks over here in this goods factory, and then to ship it all the way back to Oldenburg South. So Oldenburg South is becoming much like a cargo hub for us. So that is pretty good, but to do this, we need a lot more oil and we need a lot more planks. So let's go to the oil stuff, or whatever it's called. Where do we get our oil again? We get our oil from here. So we need a lot more oil, and we definitely have the capacity to make a lot more oil. So Oldenburg South Line 1, let's manage all these vehicles, and let's replace them with the new one that can carry 8 and travel at 40 kilometers per hour. South Line 2, South Line 3. And I'm going to clone an extra 3 more. This one I'm going to clone 2 more. This one I'm going to clone 3 more. So now we have a bunch of oil-hungry trucks going to carry oil from these Oldenburg places down to Oldenburg South Cargo. And then for planks, I think we'll need more planks. So that means we need to carry more wood from our forest, which we have only 5 vehicles plying the trade. So let's clone this and get 10 vehicles. So manage vehicles, replace, 9 cargo, clone this one, manage vehicles, replace, 9 cargo, and clone. There we go, we should be making a lot more planks now. Now the idea is to train all these goods all the way south to Strasbourg. And yeah, and then we're gonna ship them back up to Oldenburg South Cargo. So where is Strasbourg? Here is the plant. So I'm going to create a train station over here. We're going to use a cargo train station. Oh, we have some nice, interesting assets over here. But let's do this. There we go. We have ourselves the cargo station. Now we just need to connect the tracks, which is going to be a long connection. But first, let us dissect the tracks over here. How are we gonna do this? Let us build tracks. Over here. Let me pause the game. Break these. Build the track out. That makes no sense. Build the track out. Build a double diamond. There we go. So now we don't need this signal. We can put the signal over here, one there and one there. Then after this double diamond, so actually wait a second, let me just remove this. After this double diamond, we're going to extend out. Side by side. Agree to connect this. There we go. Then place the signal over here. One over there. And then now we're going to head all the way south to Strasbourg, which is a pretty far way. But, you know, distance is money in this game. So, yeah, that's going to make us a lot of money. Where's the track? Okay, the track is here. Let's see if we can make parallel tracks, if it lets us. Parallel track. Head your way all the way to there. It did not make the parallel track for me. That is unfortunate. Okay. Let me see if I can make the parallel track again. There we go. There's the parallel track. Maybe it just needs to be a shorter distance. I don't know. Okay. let this train run through mines. I do not want to make a tunnel. Just follow the terrain. There we go. Okay, this one we will definitely have to make a bridge. And then all the way down. Through this mountain or hill. We're going to need to carve the hill. It did not create parallel tracks for me. What is it colliding with? Huh. Build. Oops. Nope, two parallel tracks. We're just gonna run this to there. And how far left? Okay, we still have to cross this river, and then we're going to probably reach there soon. $289,000. This creates a bridge. That's fine by me. We pass by the town of mines. We pass by the town of Munster, so we can potentially create a passenger track as well. Anyways, there is the train station. They did not create parallel tracks for me. And I'm just going to connect these two. There we go. And there we go. Create the double diamond over here. And then place the signals. And then do autosig. Thank you. Imagine having to place all the signals down, each individual one. That would be crazy. Autosig, there we go. So, now we have the train tracks to Strasbourg. The question is, do I want to utilize this track that I already have to Frankfurt/Oder? Or do I want to create a new track down from the east to Strasbourg? But that is indeed a long, long way. Or is there another way to create planks? Let me see. Strasbourg. Mainz is here. Strasbourg is here. It doesn't seem like we have a good way to create planks. There's a wood forest over there. But there's no there's some planks over here. But it's still pretty far from Strasbourg. Because if I want to create a whole new track from all the way east, Frankfurt/Oder, I think that's going to take too much time. So, Let me see. But the problem is, if I use this track, it's going to basically mean that my planks will always be a shortage compared to the oil, because unless the oil is half, let me see actually. No, it's 1 to 1. So my oil will always, or my plastic will always be more than the planks because it's just a shorter distance. I mean, it's not like if I travel from all the way there to here, it's a longer distance. It's roughly the same, or even the fact of the matter is it's probably longer. And there is also a planks factory here actually. Oh, I actually can use this planks factory. Because you see, there's 3 wood over here, so if I use this planks factory, actually it would be good. Okay, let me actually do that. So, let's see. Let's unpause the game. Let's create cargo station. So one thing I learned about these cargo stations is that I need to place the entry and exit in a different way than I had previously. Basically, needs to enter by here and exit by here. Cargo. There we go. Streets. So this connects the planks factory. Then the wood is from there. The wood is from there. Let me connect these. And the wood comes from there. Let me just double check. Okay, that's correct. So now time to create the what should I call it? The depots. Streets. So that's 1. We have another 2 over here. Sorry, I had to burp. Okay, there we go. Nope, don't delete everything, just delete the access, place the entry here, place the exit here, and then place a cargo building. Streets. There we go. And 1 more over here. Wrong way. There we go. Configure. Delete. Place the building. Place the entry. Place the exit. And then build the street. Okay, I don't know why I didn't build the street. But now it has built the street and we have wood. So now we just need... are we having a traffic jam here? No, we're not. Good. Let me upgrade all these roads actually, so that they are all traveling fast. Upgrade. This should be a urban road. a country road from here. This should be an urban road. Country road. Okay. Make this a country road. Make this a country road. So now the cars can travel faster. Make this a country road. And there we go. So now let's create the lines. So we're going to call this Oldenburg Wood Line 1. Oldenburg Wood Line 2. And Oldenburg Wood Line 3. Then I need to create a line from here to here. Oldenburg Planks Line 1. Okay, let's create the trucks. So for each line, I'm going to have 5 trucks. Then for the intermediary line, I'm going to have 3 trucks. So Oldenburg Planks Line 1, Wood Line 1, Wood Line 2, and Wood Line 3. There we go. Then I need to create this line that carries both planks and all to here, to Strasbourg. So Oldenburg south to Strasbourg north, planks slash all line 1. That's a pretty long name. So long, in fact, it disappeared. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna call this Strasbourg north. There we go. Okay. Seems our passengers are going well. Then now, let me pause the game. Okay, so this brings planks here rather. So I need to bring the all from here. So let me do this. Okay, so configure, delete entrance, exit, cargo, and then street access. Okay, so then we can go to this plant, buildings. Over here, configure Lower Strasbourg to delete that, and street access once again, cargo, and then connect the streets. Okay, let me upgrade the roads. There we go. Okay, so now we have this. We can make a new line. I'm just going to carry oil here and carry plastics back. So Strasbourg, oil/plastic line 1. So I'm going to specify that this loads at Strasbourg North oil, and this one loads at Lower Strasbourg plastic. There we go. Then this one will bring cargo or goods back all the way to Oldenburg South. Then I basically need to now carry the goods to Oldenburg, to Bremen. Yeah, Oldenburg, Bremen, Hanover, Bielefeld, and Münster. I wonder if there's a better way to do this than trucks. I might create a train line to go Bremen, Hanover, Bielefeld, Münster back to here. Let's try that. So I'm going to expand this, configure with cargo platforms. Wrong place. Cargo, cargo, cargo. Tracks. Standard tracks. And then platform for cargo again. There we go. So now we have the cargo line in Bremen. Time to connect this to the main line. Oh, there's no double diamond here. Okay, well, it should be fine. Hello. Okay. So we just need to make sure this is signaled. That should be fine. Then we can join back the track. And we just need to make sure this is signaled. Hello? Oops. Nope, I didn't mean to delete the track. Oh, I didn't delete the track. Okay. Signal. Signal. Actually, I'm not going to put a signal here. So that the train, in this case, that means the train won't stop all the way here. I just want it to stop here. Then this one, I would just want it to stop here. So there we go. Okay, then we need to get to Hanover. We need to get to Bielefeld and Münster. So, I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to build all the train stations and then we're going to connect all of them up because, I mean, as you can imagine, building 5 train stations in a row is not the most important thing or the most content riveting thing in the world. So, yes, I'll get back to you. See you then. Okay, welcome back everybody. I've probably spent the last 1 hour building train stations and tracks. Yes, as you can imagine, that is very exciting. Totally. So now we've actually connected Oldenburg South to Bremen. We have a cargo station. And Bremen is now connected to Hanover with a cargo and passenger station, which is connected to Bielefeld, which is connected to Münster, which is connected back to Gothenburg, or not Gothenburg, Oldenburg South. And I also added the track cargo stations to Meppen, and cargo stations to Zwolle, all the way to Rotterdam. There we go. So now we have basically, hopefully, a functioning line. So let's try that. Starting from Oldenburg South, going to Bremen Cargo, Hanover, Bielefeld. Oh, this is also named Hanover. That is because I used a copy mod for this. Bielefeld, and I used a copy mod for Munster as well. Okay. So at station, why is it still called Hanover? Oh. Okay, there we go. So, Hanover to Bielefeld, to Munster, back to Oldenburg South Cargo. So, let me see the line here, the orange line. I want it on platform 2. Oh, this is not connected. Okay. I need to connect this. Actually, let me rework this. Let's see if I can put a diamond here. Nope, I cannot do it on a curve. So I got to do it here. Okay, time to delete the signal. Then signal here. Signal here. Okay. So, if we take a look at the line, now it's going here. And it goes right. It goes to Bremen. Then it goes down to Hanover. Then it goes to Bielefeld. Then I believe the entire time it's taking the right. Yep, it's taking the right. And goes to Munster. And finally back to Oldenburg. Okay, there we go. Time to create a new line. Oldenburg to Meppen. To Zwolle. Then to Rotterdam. Oh, I forgot to name the lines. Oldenburg South to Rotterdam goods line. And then line just now, line 1 is Oldenburg South goods line loop. There we go. So now we have functioning lines. Now what we need to do is just to add the bus stops, or rather the lines for the goods. So Hanover. Let me see if this is okay place to stop for the goods. Not really. Over here is a better place, so we'll do that. Then a new line for... Oh, I forgot to create a road depot here. That's brilliant. Brilliant by me. Let's create it here. Configure. Exit. Cargo. And then streets. There we go. So we have that. Create new line, add station. Hanover goods line 1. We need to create one for Bremen too. Let me see where is the drop-off for the goods in Bremen. It's here. Is that good enough? Where are the goods drop-off? Well, the food drop-off is there. So I'm actually going to reroute the foods. Okay, and I'm just going to place the goods from here. Did I forget to create a depot again? Or rather, I forgot to create the truck station. That is my bad. Nope. Configure. Delete. Street access. Let's connect this to there. And connect this to there. So new line. Bremen goods line 1. Let me see what the other line 1 was about. It's nothing. Okay, there we go. Delete. So Bremen, Hanover. Let me actually set. Let me set the load to goods only for this one. Load only goods. Oh, I forgot for Bielefeld and Munster as well. Great. Ah, lovely. Wonderful to forget things. I thought I did everything already, but apparently not. So, this. This. There we go. New line. I forgot to create the station. For goods. Over here. Bielefeld goods line 1. Munster. Did I even connect? Okay, I did connect for Bielefeld. I connected the road for Hanover, but I didn't connect the road for Munster. Autosave. Okay, let's just connect the road for Munster. And then let's put in the road depot. There we go. Configure. Place this, delete this, place that, place that. Streets. There we go. And then place the truck unload stop for Munster. Over there. New line. Munster goods line 1. So, okay. And Oldenburg also needs it. So, let me actually make sure Bielefeld's line only loads goods. And then Munster's line only loads. Oops, that's Munster fuel line or Munster goods line. so it only loads goods. Then for Oldenburg, let's see. We can just load it into there. New line. Oldenburg goods line 1. And it just loads goods. Okay. There we go. Now we need to do the Mappen, Zwolle, and Rotterdam. So Mappen, where are the goods? The goods are there. It is sufficiently covered. Okay, so new line. Let's do that one. Mappen goods line 1. Only load goods. For Zwolle, where is the station? It's there and it's sufficiently covered. So Zwolle goods line 1. And for Rotterdam, it doesn't have one of those stations, I believe. So let me just put it this. And then new line for Rotterdam. It has a depot. Also, if it had a depot, it should have a station. Where is the station? Where is the station that I originally put? Since it has a depot. Oh no, it only has a depot for the food. Okay, never mind. So this is Rotterdam goods line 1. I saw an extra line 1. Which one is that? That's nothing. Okay, there we go. I have a road depot here. I have a road depot here. I do not have a road depot here, so let's create one. Then I have a road depot for Oldenburg, for Bremen. Let's create one for Hanover. Let's create one for Bielefeld. Let's put it there. And let's create one for Münster. Let's put it there. Okay. So, after all that work, let's create or let's fill up the lines. So for the train line, we have Oldenburg South to Strasbourg North. We have Oldenburg South Goods Line Loop and Oldenburg South to Rotterdam Good Line Loop. Let me see, do I have any vehicles on them? No, I don't. So I need a train. For the first one, I need a planks / all train. Can I run electric already? Oh, I can run electric. Never mind, let's still use steam for now. We'll upgrade to electric later. 120 kilometers per hour. Let's use that one, the Flying Scotsman. Cargo for oil. We'll use 72 capacity. And for planks, I believe it's a boxcar. Nope. Is it the stakes? Yep, it's the stakes. $144 capacity. There we go. Okay, there we go. Then for the goods line, the loop, we're going to create 2 trains. Where's the depot? Again, we'll use the Flying Scotsman. Oops. Hold on. Did I create the train already? Okay, did. So Flying Scotsman. Cargo. For goods. We need the boxcar. Let's do 96. 2 trains. One for the goods line for Rotterdam and one for the loop. There we go. Now to settle the one over here, we need a depot. And then we need a line. Already have the all plastic line actually. So cargo. We need all cargo. Let's buy 4. Okay, there we go. Then for each city, let's start with Oldenburg. Buy all cargo. Let's do 3. Oldenburg goods line 1. Let me just make sure that Oldenburg goods line 1, yep, is filtered, the loading. Then for Bremen Road Depot, buy another 3. Bremen goods line 1. For Hanover, buy another 3. For Hanover goods line 1. For Bielefeld, buy another 3. For Bielefeld goods line 1. And for Münster, finally, actually not finally, we still have 3 more cities. Buy another 3. For Münster goods line 1. For Meppen, let me check. Meppen goods line 1. Is it set to only load goods? Yep. Okay, so let's buy 3. For Zoll, buy 3. Oh, I've used a passenger stop. Oops. Where's the commercial stop? Oh, I don't have a commercial stop. Goods are here, so let's put a commercial stop there as we wait for the autosave. There we go. Zoll goods line 1. Add station. Wrong one. There we go. And this line has vehicles. And lastly, Rotterdam. Let me check the line. We need to set to load goods only. Let me check if Zoll has done that as well. Nope. Load goods only. Okay, create new line. From Rotterdam East to the goods drop-off point. Oh, we didn't mean to create new line. Actually, I just needed to buy the vehicles. There we go. So Rotterdam, Zoll, Meppen, Oldenburg, Bremen, Hanover, Bielefeld, and Münster all have goods loaded, I believe. So let's see if this works. I think I'll skip ahead to a point and hopefully it works. See you then. Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see, I actually forgotten to create a train for the goods traveling from Strasbourg to Oldenburg South. So I managed to create a train just in time for the first goods shipment. And this is it, coming through the tunnel. Train number 10 is carrying 9 goods for now. Just our first shipment of goods over the river. Well, actually, I forgot to set the environment settings. So let's do that. Which one did I set? Hidden sun. That's too dark. I believe there was like a sunset. Nope. Sunrise. That's too... As you can see, I'm just playing around with the settings. Let me see. But this is kind of nice. So the train is going from Strasbourg to Oldenburg, passing by Münster over here. But it's only carrying 9 goods, so it's not that much. And this train going back is carrying 72 and 72. 72 oil and 72 planks, so that's good. Alright. And as the train comes in, this train is leaving, carrying food for some reason. Let me fix that. Goods line, only load goods. And then the loop, only load goods. There we go. Alright. So now 5 is for the loop, 1 is for to Rotterdam. And then it's sending is 2 for Oldenburg. Okay, so that means we have goods now. That is great. Thank you for watching. This is Transport Fever 2. We set up a bunch of lines, Rotterdam to Magdeburg, all the way from Bremerhaven, south, very long to Strasbourg. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next episode we can get more passenger lines going so we can grow the cities further. Right now Bremen is at 1082. Oldenburg is actually overtaken Bremen at 1112. So Oldenburg is our biggest city. Thank you for watching everyone. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.